Hi, we're back out near Gunlock Reservoir. Last video, I followed up on a lead about some petrified wood that I didn't think was correct because the geology map that I had said that it wasn't the right kind of deposit. But then I found a more detailed geology map, a 1 to 24,000. And it actually said that there is a pocket of fossil forest formation of the, or I should say fossil forest member of the Chenley Formation out here, a small island of it. And so I wanted to go out and try and find that because I failed on the first attempt. I did find a few pieces of petrified wood, but mostly I found this sort of mystery rock that you'll have seen in a previous video. Behind me you can see the ridge of the fossil forest deposit. This is a gap that's closer to the to that mapped island of fossil forest out in the valley, and I wanted to drive through there, maybe cut down the steps a little bit, but down this road, the access road, there's a washout, only wide enough for a side-by-side. So we'll take a walk over there, and hopefully we'll find some of this red and black petrified wood that's rumored to be in that area. Well, here we are on the other side of the ridge, and looking out across the valley. I think what we're looking for, if I can do this right, is this deposit right here, and it goes on around to this side, sort of lighter colored material. So it doesn't look like it's very far. We'll take a little jaunt across the valley here and get up on that formation and see if there's any petrified wood. Yeah, it's just as well I didn't bring my pickup down here. It's being a little, you know, in this part of the country, water has a tremendous effect on things. And if we look right here, we can see that there's petrified wood coming out of this this ridge behind us that we've just crossed over. Yeah, nice, but I guess not exactly what we're looking for. So we'll keep going across the valley here. I mean, this is wood we would expect to find. So we've made it down off the ridge and across that little valley, and then we're going to start up this next ridge. There's a little gap here. I don't know what that white deposit is, but we'll inspect that as we go through. I think we've established in earlier videos that I don't follow the plan very well. Coming down that hill, there was a lot of petrified wood, and I thought there was a piece of agate, and when I went to pick it up, it was a piece of agatized wood. And I found 3 or 4 more pieces that I liked, and then I actually found 2 pieces of just agate, chalcedony and agate, coming down the hill, and then one in the drainage behind me. So we'll go up this hill, and hopefully the added weight won't be too much. It's not too much, like, you know, it's 3 fist-size pieces. It's not that bad. Okay, here we go. Well, that was a much easier walk than that last one we did. It was about 1.5 mile slog last time. This time it took us about 15 minutes to get from the hill over there to this area. And coming up over the edge of the ridge, I found a couple of pieces of petrified wood, including this is my 3rd piece. I don't know, it looks nice, but I'm not sure if it's any better than the material I found, the agatized wood coming down the slope. But we'll look around a little bit more. We'll wash a little bit off, and we'll compare. You can see out here behind me, this area here is the deposit we're looking for, and over here where there's not much vegetation. So we'll check this one out here on the east first, and see what we can find. So I'm wondering if perhaps the geology map might be a little off. This area I just walked across, and it is totally different than anything else. It's almost like walking on the moon must be like. I don't know if you can see my footprints here, but you sink in pretty well to this material. It is rocky, but there's no petrified wood in this barren area right here. The wood that we found is actually down on the edge of the bench. And just to be sure, I'm going to go over into this area here with that darker soil, just to double check and see if there's any wood there. And then I'll try that other portion up there of this soft material, and then you never know, we may just head back to the valley and start picking up some of that agatized wood. So I've come down the hill, and I just wanted to show you this interface between these two formations. You have the what I think is the fossil forest member on the left, and I don't know what this is on the right, but it is just sandstone, a couple of other limestone perhaps mixed in with it, and neither one of them has any petrified wood that I can tell. So that last interface I showed you was on the north side of this deposit. This is the south side. You can see there's noticeable difference, just the vegetation, the soil types. In this area here, there's some rocks there, kind of nondescript. It's really hard to describe. They're soft, porous. On this side, you have a little bit more firm kind of rocks, and I actually found a nice piece of what I would call agate here. And so I'm going to continue on. I think I may jettison the idea of this being the source of the petrified wood, and I'm going to continue down this bench here back towards our origin point and see what we can find along that bench. So I have yet to find any major deposit of petrified wood up here. Just as I came up the hill, I found 3 pieces, and I found 2 agates up here. Most of it is on this bench behind me, not on the slope. I haven't found anything on this slope, but on this flatter bench behind me here, I found a few things. And then on the soft gray dirt in the back, there's nothing worth picking up. Although this area may be a little more popular rock hunting area than I think it is, because I did see pretty fresh footprints in a couple of places where rocks had been dislodged and looked at and dropped. So people are coming up here and looking for stuff. I have to be honest with you, I think I'm going to write this off and go back over here. Let's see where it is. There's a little gap here behind me, and I'm going to go up that drainage where that gap comes out, and look for some more agatized wood, because there's more of it over there, and there's more agates over there, maybe in this drainage as well. And I will either see you over there, or I'll see you back at the truck, and we will do our little in-gate inspection and see what we found today. So I just came across the drainage. I walked up and down it for a short distance. Besides what I'd already found before, I only found one piece of a pretty large piece of petrified wood and one small piece of agate, which I left down there. And as soon as I got out of the drainage, I started finding petrified wood. You can see here, I'm not sure if that's petrified wood, but I like it. And there's a sort of mystery something there. There's a few other small pieces of petrified wood in this deposit, but I think I'm going to go on up the hill and we'll show you a little thicker deposit. I don't know how well you can see this petrified wood, but there's a piece here, a big piece. There's a piece here, piece here, piece here, big piece, small piece, pretty good sized piece, small pieces, and they're just they're all the way up this little knoll. A couple of pieces here. I think that might tumble pretty well. I do like tumbled petrified wood when it has a little color to it. All right, we'll keep going up the hill. We got to get back to the car for lunch. So, but sometimes you just have to stop and look, right? Never know what you're going to find. Here's an example of the density of this. You can see one piece after another, after another, after another. That's not one. I don't know what that is. That could be just a bad agate. This one I might actually take. It's sort of interesting design to it. And there's a larger piece that got dug out by somebody. I don't think it was me. Yeah. All the way up this road, there's just fragment of petrified wood after another. So here we are at the back of the in-gate. This is the day's take. It's it's not too bad, not excessive. And the good thing about it is I only had a couple of pieces as we went up on that next ridge, and we had a lot of space on the way home. So I'm trying to be selective with this so that there probably won't be too much high grading here. If you can see the colors on that. This is I'm not sure what this is. I assumed it was petrified wood. I think it is. It has some nice patterns, colors on that. Let's see, a couple more representative samples. It's kind of nice. It's a keeper. And then we have a whole bunch of stuff that I think might tumble nice. I don't know what we could do as far as making jewelry out of it or not, but I do think it'll tumble nice. That actually has some sort of hidden color to it too. Yeah. Okay, so that's so we're not getting very selective here. This is about half of the material that I've collected. That's marginal. And one more here. Some interesting color on the back, but I like that texture on the front there. We'll see how that slabs out, polishes up. So anyway, again, that's I guess about a third of what I collected. Again, it was nice being selective because, as I said before, there's just so much petrified wood around here. Anyway, I hope you got something out of this as far as some entertainment, education, planning for one of your trips. So if you would please like the video and subscribe. And because these are, how do I say this, randomly posted, not on a schedule, it would probably be a good thing if you click the notification bell there too, so that you can get notified when the next one comes out. Still a mystery where the petrified wood is over there in that valley, but certainly found it on this side of the valley. And talk to you all soon. Bye.